Hey, Maze Runner fans, welcome back to Recap Raven. Today, we're diving into the thrilling world of the Maze Runner. Get ready for spoilers, excitement, and a whole lot of suspense. Thomas wakes up in a place called the Glade, with no memory of who he is or how he got there. He's surrounded by other boys, all trapped in this mysterious place with no escape. The Glade is surrounded by a massive maze, and the only way out is to work together and uncover the secrets of the maze. The Gladers have created a society with their own rules and leaders. Albie's the leader, and Chuck's the new guy. Until Thomas arrives. The Gladers have been trapped in the maze for years, but they've created a life for themselves. They've got rules, routines, and even a code of conduct. But there are secrets hidden in the Glade, and Thomas is determined to uncover them. The maze is full of twists and turns, and it's deadly. Every night, the walls close, trapping anyone outside. And then there are the Grievers, terrifying creatures that'll kill you without mercy. Thomas is determined. The Grievers are biomechanical creatures created by WCKD to keep the Gladers trapped. But Thomas and his friends are getting closer to uncovering the truth about the maze and WCKD's plans. Determined to uncover the secrets of the maze, and he starts to figure out the patterns. Thomas starts to remember his past, and it's connected to the maze. He's got a special role in WCKD's experiment, and he's not sure if he can trust anyone. Newt's got Thomas's back, but Albie's getting weird. The stakes are getting higher, and the Gladers are getting desperate. Someone's trying to escape, but it'll come at a cost. Albie gets stung by a Griever, and the Gladers know they're in trouble. They're not sure what the sting means, but they know it's not good. Thomas decides to help Albie, even though it means risking his own life. Minho's past is shrouded in mystery, but it's clear he's been hurt before. He's determined to protect the other Gladers, even if it means risking his own life. Minho's the keeper of the runners, but he's also got a personal stake in the maze. He's been trapped for years, and he's desperate to escape. But what's driving him? Albie's descent into madness puts the Gladers in a tough spot. Do they follow the code, or do they take matters into their own hands? The Gladers have a code of conduct, a set of rules to keep them safe. But what happens when someone breaks the code? Thomas and his friends hatch a plan to escape the maze. Thomas teams up with Minho, the keeper of the runners, and they start to uncover clues. But they're not the only ones with secrets. The Gladers are getting desperate. They're trapped in the maze, and WCKD's not giving them any answers. It's time to take matters into their own hands. The Grievers are terrifying creatures, but what are they really? Are they just monsters, or is there more to them? Thomas remembers something about the Griever serum, and he thinks he can save Albie. He convinces the others to let him try, and they work together to get the serum. Thomas starts to dig deeper, talking to the other Gladers and piecing together clues. He discovers that the Glade is more than just a prison. It's a testing ground for WCKD's sinister plans. Thomas and his friends come up with a plan to escape the maze. They're going to take out the Grievers and make a run for it. The day of the escape arrives, and the Gladers are ready. They're armed and they're determined. It's a risky plan, but it's their only hope. The Gladers are putting everything on the line, and they're not sure if they'll make it out alive. The Grievers are waiting, and the Gladers are fighting for their lives. It's a brutal and intense battle, but they're not going down without a fight. Hatch a plan to escape the maze. They fight their way through Grievers and the maze's deadly traps. It's intense, and it's personal. They make it out, but at what cost? The truth about WCKD and the maze is revealed, and Thomas's past is back to haunt him. The Gladers make it out of the maze, but at what cost? They're greeted by WCKD representatives who reveal the truth about the maze and the flare. The Maze Runner sets the stage for an epic dystopian saga. Thomas and the gang are just getting started, and it's gonna be a wild ride. That's the Maze Runner in a nutshell. Action-packed, suspenseful, and full of twists. The Gladers' journey is just beginning, and we're along for the ride. Thanks for watching, Maze Runner fans. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more movie recaps and reviews. See you in the next video.
Hey Maze Runner fans, welcome back to Recap Raven. Today we're diving into the thrilling world of Maze Runner, the Scorch Trials. Get ready for spoilers, excitement, and a whole lot of suspense. Thomas and his fellow Gladers have escaped the maze, but their freedom is short-lived. They're taken to a facility run by Mr. Jansen, who claims to be helping them. But Thomas is suspicious. Thomas discovers that WCKD is still in control and has sinister plans. Thomas and his friends discover that WCKD's plan is to use the immune kids to find a cure for the flare. They're determined to stop them, but it's going to be a tough fight. He convinces his friends to escape, and they make a daring break for it. The Gladers find themselves in the Scorch, a desolate landscape filled with dangers. They're pursued by cranks, humans infected by the flare virus, and WCKD's agents. Thomas and his friends team up with Brenda and Jorge, leaders of a survivor camp. They join forces to find the right arm, a resistance group fighting against WCKD. The group faces numerous challenges, including treacherous terrain, crank attacks, and WCKD's relentless pursuit. Thomas also starts to uncover the truth about his past and WCKD's true intentions. The stakes are getting higher, and the Gladers are getting closer to the truth. But WCKD's got a few tricks up its sleeve. Teresa's loyalty is questioned, and Aris's true intentions are revealed. The group's trust is tested, and alliances are formed and broken. The Gladers are running out of time, and WCKD's closing in. Can they escape and find the right arm, or will they fall into WCKD's hands? The Gladers and the right arm face off against WCKD in a thrilling showdown. Thomas and his friends fight for their lives, and the truth about WCKD's plans is finally revealed. Right Arm's got a plan to take down WCKD, and the Gladers are joining forces with them. But it's going to take all they've got to succeed. Minho's captured by WCKD, and the group must come up with a plan to rescue him. The Scorch Trials sets the stage for the epic conclusion, Maze Runner, the death cure. The journey's far from over, and it's gonna be a wild ride. Thomas and his friends are determined to save their friend, but it's going to be tough. The movie ends with Thomas and his friends vowing to take down WCKD and find a cure for the flare. The Gladers are one step closer to their goal, but the challenges ahead are daunting. That's it for Maze Runner, the Scorch Trials. Hey Maze Runner fans, welcome back to Recap Raven. Today we're diving into the thrilling conclusion of the Maze Runner trilogy, The Death Cure. Get ready for spoilers, excitement, and a whole lot of suspense. Thomas and his friends are on a mission to rescue Minho, who's been captured by WCKD. They're determined to save their friend and take down WCKD once and for all. The group infiltrates WCKD's city, a heavily fortified and high-tech stronghold. They face numerous challenges, including traps, guards, and cranks. Thomas and his friends uncover the truth about WCKD's plans and the flare virus. They learn that the cure is hidden in the city, and they're determined to find it. The group faces off against Jansen and WCKD in a thrilling showdown. Thomas and his friends fight for their lives, and the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. Newt makes the ultimate sacrifice to save Thomas and the others. His death is a turning point in the story, and the group's mission becomes more personal than ever. Thomas and his friends find the cure, but it's not what they expected. The cure is a serum that can help slow down the flare, but it's not a complete solution. The movie ends with Thomas and his friends looking out at a new world, ready to start anew. The journey may be over, but the future is bright. That's it for the Maze Runner trilogy. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more movie recaps and reviews.